Yo, it's your boys back with another Madden video, and today's Madden video we'll be going over the 2021 mock draft. And the reason I'm saying boys is because Jay Color pick 6 will be talking in this video as well. I get all the odd numbers, so I'm picking number 1. Jay Color pick 6 will be picking number 2, and we go in flip-flop order. So I got all the odd numbers, he got all the even numbers, and this is post Orlando Brown trade, so the order is fixed, but the order really doesn't matter till tomorrow's video, because tomorrow's video will be picks 17 through 32. Today's video will be 1 through 16. So, and also, this is not what we think they should do. This is what we predict, as you saw in the intro clip. It's predictions. So this is what we go ahead and think will unfold in the 2021 draft. Also, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Madden 21 content and GTA 5 Online and Red Dead Online. With number 1 pick, the Jags pick Trevor Lawrence. I feel like this is an absolute no-brainer. This has literally been on mock drafts for like months now. I'm pretty sure there'll be riots in the streets if the Jaguars do not pick Trevor Lawrence at the number 1 overall selection. They are going to finally take their franchise guy. Hopefully this helps with their rebuild, and they will go ahead and get a kickstart to their franchise. All right, now with Jay Cutler.
Pick number 2, the New York Jets are going to be taking quarterback Zach Wilson. It's a logical pick. You don't trade Sam Darnold, your franchise guy, away if you do not have a backup plan, and they do not, so Zach Wilson is the backup plan. In his 3 years at BYU, he showed that he has been on a steady upclimb with more passing yards, more touchdowns, and less interceptions. This guy's a little bit more on the mobile side, so this is better fit for the NFL offenses today with no line. Here's Orb for 3.
Number 3, the 49ers are going to be picking Mack Jones. Now, this is a guy who absolutely lit it up in the 2020 season for Bama. 41 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. This guy was on fire. He had a passing completion percentage of 77 last year. It was absolutely on fire. I feel like Kyle Shanahan will absolutely love getting Mack Jones. And this is a guy from Alabama, so he's used to having good talent around him. 49ers got that. Now, Jay Color with 4.
Coming at number 4 for Atlanta is Justin Fields, the quarterback. Matt Ryan's getting up there in age. You got to start looking at a replacement. Justin Fields is more mobile, and he beat Trevor Lawrence in the game, so he's known to win big games. Ohio State does have a reputation for not having good quarterbacks once they hit the NFL, but he's got Julio and Calvin Ridley there. I think he'll be good. Orb with number 5.
Number 5, the Bengals are going to be taking Penei Sewell. If you don't take Penei Sewell with this pick right now, I am telling you, that would be the biggest mistake in maybe franchise history. This guy is supposed to be one of the best tackles ever. Okay, so he's amazing. Also, with a guy who needs help on the line, Joe Burrow, help protect their franchise guy. This is a no-brainer right here. If Penei Sewell is at number 5, Bengals got to take him. Jay with 6.
Coming at number 6, Miami is going to address that offensive line and take Rashad Slater out of Northwestern. He's a tackle. The line's pretty rough there, and Slater is going to fit in perfectly. This guy is the second best offensive lineman behind Sewell. Some people even had him going above just because he's a little bit more versatile, moved around more, and there's some talks about Sewell having character issues. So this guy, he might be a little bit more mature, but I think he'll fit in perfectly. Orb for 7.
Number 7, the Detroit Lions are going to go Jamar Chase, and I feel like you have to, losing Kenny Golladay and losing Marvin Jones. The receiving core right now, as it stands, is terrible, and Jamar Chase had 1,700 receiving yards and 20 receiving touchdowns in 2019. He did drop out in the 2020 season, or opted out in the 2020 season, but 2019, he absolutely lit it up. I feel like he's a very electric receiver for the Lions. Number 8,
we got Carolina getting a tight end. I can't remember the last time they had a good tight end because Olsen was good, but he fell off towards the end, and they kind of held on to him. Not sure why. Kyle Pitts, he's a 6'6" tight end, had 770 yards receiving and 12 touchdowns, an average of 17 yards per catch, almost 18. This guy, he's going to fit in perfectly around with DJ Moore. Like, you're just adding another weapon to that offense with Christian McCaffrey. That offense will get better, and they already got a young defense. Orb 9.
Number 9, the Broncos are going to take Patrick Surtain. You saw what the Broncos have done before with good defenses, and now they're going to go ahead and take one of the best defensive people in this draft, Patrick Surtain right here. As you see, he has 37 tackles, very good tackler. He also, in 2019, had 3 forced fumbles. So this guy is absolutely amazing. I feel like the Broncos will like him. You could also make the point they get a quarterback here, but I think Patrick Surtain will go there. Number 10, Jay.
Number 10, Dallas is going to be taking a cornerback, J.C. Horn, South Carolina Gamecocks. 2 interceptions. These are the only 2 interceptions he got out of his entire career, but they came this year. So you're making big steps up. 6 passes defend. He's a really good corner. Some drafts had him going. He's always been the second guy drafted, but I don't know. I like the corners in this draft. I like him a lot.
All right, number 11, the Giants will pick Jalen Waddle. I feel like that will just make for absolute perfect passing. You got Kenny Golladay, the number 1. Jalen Waddle will fit right in that spot of being a 2. I mean, you saw what he did as a 2 to Smith last season. He only did play 6 games, but he still had a really, really good 6 games, almost having 600 receiving yards. All right, now number 12 with Jay.
Number 12, the Eagles really don't have a choice here with the two corners off the board. You got to go wide receiver here. You're going to get Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith almost had 2,000 yards receiving and 23 touchdowns, averaged almost 16 yards a catch. The guy, there's a lot of questions about how good he's going to be, but in the end, he's a stud. He's a good receiver, young. He's going to have to learn to not get hit a lot because he's not really built for that. 13 with Orb.
All right, number 13, the Chargers are going to go ahead and select Christian Darasha. Now, they already got their franchise quarterback, and now they're going to protect him with Christian Darasha, offensive tackle out of Virginia Tech. He is 6'4". He is very athletic, and he is really good at pass protection and run blocking. This guy is really good. I got to say, there's quite a few good O-linemen in this draft, but he is up there with the top 3. All right, now 14 with Jay.
Now, Minnesota with 14, they're going to go ahead and take A.Z. Ojulari, my bad. He's a defensive end out of Georgia, 8.5 sacks, if I'm correct. So he's going to help that defense a lot. That offense is set for years to come with Jefferson and Cook. Maybe not quarterback, but you can address that later. You got to work on that defense now. Now we're going to go Orb for 15.
Number 15, the Patriots will select Trey Lance. If Trey Lance is still on the board at 15, the Patriots, there's no way they could pass up on him. They need a quarterback for the future, and I feel like Cam Newton can help mentor Trey Lance. They're both mobile quarterbacks, so I feel like that'll be good. Trey Lance also very protective with the football, 0 interceptions last year and 28 passing touchdowns. So he goes ahead and learns from a veteran mobile quarterback. That's going to be dangerous in the future. Number 16 with Jay.
The Cardinals here are going to be taking a corner because they are in a tough defense or tough division with a lot of good wide receivers. So defensive help is going to be key for that team. They're already set on offense, so they're going to go ahead and get Caleb Farley. There was a question mark about his injury. Now, I've heard that that's not a problem. He should be back and ready by the start of the season. I'm not really worried about that. I think he's going to be good. He'll fit in perfectly.
All right, guys, that's about the end of the video. Make sure you go ahead, leave a like, and subscribe. That is what we think will happen in the mock draft. Also, stay tuned for tomorrow's video. We'll be finishing this video up. Also, make sure you go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. As I said earlier, go ahead and comment down below what do you think will happen in the mock draft. And remember what I said, subscribe with most post notifications on so you get alerted about tomorrow's video. All right, bye. Oh, also check out our Instagram, StraightSmokeYT. All right.